And then let's share my screen. Mm-hmm. There we go. Okay. So I want to find your face. Oh, I got to share my screen. I'm sorry. Hang on. There we go. Oh, my lordy. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Thumbs up if you can hear me and see me. Okay, great. Okay, so thank you guys for coming tonight. Again, as always, these are the challenge pack sales for September. Go to FAQ 1005 if you want all the details. In there, they will also give you the links to give out to people, but I also use the app BB Links, and I also use the Fit Simple coaching codes, like coaching links page, and I generate all the links that way. I know there's actually several new coaches on the team, so I just wanted to mention that. All these challenge packs, if it's not a Kickstart challenge pack, these are all $140. Kickstarts are $160. So some updates, just September prize for hitting Success Club 5 or higher, you're going to get the Beachbody yoga mat. And for anyone that likes to do Beachbody On Demand, you're going to get the Core de Force sneak peek, which is happening September 22nd. So make sure to advertise for that and do like a sneak peek. Like just do maybe like Facebook likes videos that are less than a minute. So I try to shoot for about 20 to 30 seconds, and you can show that video on your Facebook page. I like to do that and then share it to my personal page. Talking a little bit about it. So that'll be a fun one to show people because it's like all like martial arts and stuff. And then, or it's just hardcore, like kickboxing, punching, all that stuff. We're going to have a little team get together. It's just going to be at Panera on September 30th. It's a Friday. Time and exact locations to be determined because I don't know exactly who's coming. I know several people have said they want to come, but I just want to make sure so we could pick the right Panera that's in the middle for everybody. And then the next Beachbody Super Saturday is the weekend of October 29th. So please, please, it is a really big deal if you just want to keep growing as a coach and growing your team. The best thing you could do is get someone, a friend, to come with you as a guest because most likely they'll sign up as a coach with you at that event. So that's a great way to bring on new people to your team. So there is a book out there called, gosh, I forget exactly. It's like marketing strategies. And one of the tips is to always bring more people every time you go to a live event. So my personal goal is always to bring an extra 1 to 2 people than I brought the time previously. And I'll tell you, it's working because my team is growing and I feel like we're getting stronger too because it's fun to go together and do those things as a group. So really look for the Super Saturday that's near you. It's an important event. Last week's assignments. So I had given out some assignments for, I'm doing this thing called The Art of Recruiting by Joshua Coates, and I paid $100 for it. And it is the best $100 I think I have ever spent on this business. And I am learning so much. I'm kind of overwhelmed with the amount that I'm learning in the sense that it's hard for me to teach it back to you right now because I'm still learning. However, I do have some tidbits that I want to go over that I think are really big and will help your business. But our assignments are every single week, and I'll go over them again. So if you want to follow along with what I'm doing, I'm already noticing big momentum in my business. So you want to post on social media 4 times a day. You want to have one post that's Beachbody related. When I say that, I mean like health and fitness. It doesn't necessarily have to say Beachbody, but it needs to be health and fitness related. One is motivational. And then 2 is lifestyle. You could do a funny meme, anything about you, anything like you that is you want to post it. Just something so people can understand who you are and really be yourself, be real. Don't do what you think people want to see. Just be yourself because you're going to attract the people that you're going to jive with best when you truly are yourself. Every Tuesday, do a Transformation Tuesday. It could be any kind of transformation, mental, physical, emotional. I just did one tonight. I'm getting used to this. I've never done this before, and it's totally outside my comfort zone, and I think it is probably for most people on this team to do that. But I find it to be really helpful. Like I'm noticing when I post this kind of stuff on my likes page, I don't know if you guys ever check your shop now button that's on there. My shop now clicks have really increased every time I post about the business or myself. People start clicking on shop now. Like I think they're starting to really get interested in this opportunity. So I definitely would suggest you do this. Same thing for Throwback Thursday. You show your progress again. And then every Sunday night, share the coaching opportunity. Our assignment for this upcoming Sunday night is to boost that post. And he was saying, even if you don't have a lot of money, he said, just put $5 into that post and boost it, because you want people to see that opportunity and start following you. And you're going to then be able to reach out to all of those people that like your post. And then always have a call to action, because if you don't tell people to like the post, or like you have to tell them, like this post, comment below. I'd love to share more information with you. He says that you don't really say message me because no one's ever going to message you. But I've had some people message me in the past. It's been almost a year and a half. I've had a few people message me. You just never know. But always have a call to action. If you don't have that, it's a wasted post. Well, I shouldn't say it's wasted, but you're not going to get as much feedback as you would if you didn't write that. As if you did write that. Oh, you know what I'm trying to say. Okay, so I had a request today from one of the coaches on the team for a coaching power hour checklist. I don't know if this is difficult to see. It's hard for me to zoom, but in any case, you can kind of create your own. I don't know how to share this. It's somehow stuck in a PDF format on my phone in my iBooks, and I don't know how to actually share the PDF or share the specific picture. I don't know, but this is just like a quick breakdown, but I want to unzoom because I zoomed in too much. Okay, so there's business tasks. You check the Coach Online Office. I personally set a timer. I set it for an hour, and I go as fast as I can, and I do all these things. You check your online office, see what's going on. You check in with your team page. You check in on your challenge groups. I personally have a couple other groups that I check in with, like the Crockpot group I'm running, and I'm also running an Emerald to Diamond group. So I just check in with them, check. I do all my stuff. My assignments are done for that. Comment and build relationships. So you reply to people that commented or liked any of your posts since the last time you did that. The best way though is to comment, like even if it's an emoji, something, because that brings with Facebook algorithms, it's going to bring your information to the top of the news feed. So everyone's going to see it. So you want to respond to everybody. Plus people like it when you acknowledge them. Excuse me. You can message them too. Again, that helps with Facebook algorithms. You want to message 3 friends a day. Excuse me. And we call them like, hey girl messages. Hey girl messages. Hang on. Just to say hi, just to check in and say hello. It doesn't even have to be an invite. It's just building a relationship. And I'm going to get into that. Send 3 messages that are encouraging or add value to someone, just to pop in and say, hey, I really think you're doing a great job. And then comment on 3 friends' posts. So that way you're building relationships. I kind of go through the alphabet and I pick a few people each day, and I just go in order. That way I stay fresh in those people's minds as well, because when I comment or when I private message them, Facebook thinks that we're really close friends, and so I start showing up on their news feed more. So I make it a point to do that. Expand your market. You want to try to add 3 new friends a day. And then interacting in an interest group, like just if you're a runner, just try to find some running groups, or if you're a physical therapist, find some PT local clubs or something, whatever. Just kind of try to reach out to people, even on like the yard sale sites. I've actually made friends with people on those sites. So the next thing is inviting and following up. You're inviting 3 people to the challenge group, 3 people to the coaching opportunity, and then you're following up with 3 people. Personally, since doing this training, I am instructed to reach out to start 10 fresh new conversations a day. I can't lie to you and tell you guys that it's not a lot of work. And like people are writing back to me, and it's hard to like start 10 fresh ones when I've got these other people writing back to me. So I'm just doing my best not to let anybody fall off. And I'm just trying to stay on top of it. And I need to track it better. That's my own personal thing I'm working on, but it's important that you don't lose those people. So I try to make sure I kind of work on those relationships. And then as people stop writing back, I just start more fresh conversations. So I always have a bunch of conversations going. The next thing is posting 2 to 5 times a day. For the recruiting thing, I'm told to post 4 times a day. Today I only got in 3, but still that's within the 2 to 5 that I typically do. So I'm personally okay with it. That tells you the ones that you want to do. And then some weekly posts that they recommend for this is that you do a challenge group call out, coach call out, a transformation, spotlight someone on your team or a challenger, and then talking about the coaching opportunity, and then do some videos. And I guess that's how they do it. The 3 video posts, 2 coaching posts. Personally, I try to do coaching posts more frequently now because it recruits more coaches, and I really want to grow this team. This tracker actually came from the Bombshell Dynasty, and I believe that Laura has this copy. So if anybody wants it, we could probably reach out to her. It might even be on her page. I don't know. I have this. It's a 25-page PDF that I have with multiple types of these power hours. I just don't know how to share it or upload it for people. So this is where I'm going to get into some more detail here. Finding new customers and friends. So what I have experienced as I don't even want to call myself a seasoned coach, but I had dried up my warm market. So your warm market is people that you know personally, your friends, your family, people that you work with. That's your warm market. And I went through my warm market really fast. So basically excuse me, I think I'm getting a sore throat. I'm sorry. So I needed to keep growing my market. And now I have this cold market, but I'm like, I don't know them. They're kind of like strangers and I feel weird. So this is kind of going to go into that a little bit. So with the Art of Recruiting, Joshua Coates says that you really want to get on Instagram. And I know I mentioned that last week. So if you're not on Instagram, time to kind of step it up a little bit. I've tried to step it up a little bit with my Instagram posts. And so that's what he said. He's like, it's more important that way because people on Facebook, you don't really know the people on Facebook. Like you could have like 2,000 friends on Facebook, but basically that just means you've lived in several different cities. You know, some of these people you don't really know. You don't have any of the same interests. But on Instagram, you can specifically target people that have similarities to you, or someone that loves Target, or they love to go, or they love shoes or whatever, like they have toddlers. Like you can actually target these specific people that are a lot like you. You can't really do that as well on Facebook. It's really difficult to figure that out. So you can friend request someone or follow them on Facebook. If they follow you back, that's great. And then when you find someone that you're interested in, or someone that you feel is that you would want to be friends with, or someone that you were like, wow, this person is a great person, I just really like all their stuff. You like 2 to 3 of their photos on their page. Don't go through and start liking, like 20 photos, because that's just really awkward. So don't do that. So it's just 2 to 3 photos. And then you're going to private message them or comment on their specific photo or their page or whatever, and then tell them exactly what it is that you like about them. What is it on their page that you liked, or that meme was so funny, or you really connected with something they had to say. Just be specific, and you're going to create that relationship with them. And if you're on Instagram, there's this program today. I had this little training. It's called Instagress, and I have not had any time yet today to actually look into it. But basically, this program will massively increase your followers. And I know that there are a lot of women and men in my group that are doing it, and they already have increased their followers by like, I don't know, like 40 a day or something ridiculous. So you're exactly targeting the people that you want. And I can go into that maybe next week if anybody else wants to know more about it. I don't know enough yet to talk to you about it and tell you how exactly it works. So he said, if you are finding people on Instagram though, you want to get them onto Facebook because it's easier to message them over there. And then you can be friends on Facebook. But it's easier to find them, like I said, on Instagram because you can just do all the special hashtags to see what they're into. And you want to really build that connection first by adding value, which is being a friend. And people are just so you know, people are not going to typically reach out to you or respond to your post. Like I put this post out, I just keep constantly posting with calls to action, like, comment below if you want to hear more about the coaching opportunity, and it's just pure crickets. But I can post, about Tabitha and Marlena, doing some craft project, and it's like got 100 likes or something. People just don't reach out that way. They're really hesitant. They're a little skeptical probably, or just not really sure what you're doing. So if you do get likes, that's fantastic, because I'll show you what you're going to do next. So if someone does, or I'm going to say when people like or comment on your health and fitness posts, you want to reach out and thank them, everybody. Let me say it this way. Like, you just always want to be in touch with them and just keep growing. So if it's somebody you're already friends with, you don't need to keep messaging them every single time that they like your stuff. But these are for people that are new followers or someone you're surprised they messaged you or liked your page or commented on it. So just as an example, don't use these exact words ever. That's exactly what he said. Don't use these exact words. And I kind of actually use stuff like this, but I'm just saying, you do your own thing. But you can say, thank you so much for liking my picture. Thank you for liking my post, my transformation photo. I really, really appreciate it. It makes me feel good to know that I'm inspiring other people. Thanks again. Are you also on a health and fitness journey? And then they're going to write back to you, and then you can kind of go forward with a conversation and just see if there's anything they need help with, and kind of go from there and just start talking about things more. I want to go back here. Okay. So that's really how to just get conversation started and growing that connection better. And this is like a really long script, but I'm going to read it anyway. This was one for the specific coaching opportunity. So let's just say you found someone on Instagram, or you're friends with someone on Facebook. Hey, I love your page. I've been following you for a while now, just kind of watching what you're doing. I really feel like we have a connection. There's just so much in common. I love da-da-da-da-da-da. I know this is a totally weird question, but have you ever considered running a business from your own home? I have a business I run from home, and I get to inspire people on a daily basis. I get to work out from home. I feel healthier. I've lost weight, blah, 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 blah. I really think you would be amazing at it. And you want to give them an out. Always give them an out. So I really think you'd be an amazing addition to my team. If it sounds weird, and not your thing, not your think, and it's not your thing, that's totally fine. I get it. No worries. But I wanted to ask because I would love to have you on my team. Because he says, if you don't give people a door out, they're always going to be looking for an out and feeling really uncomfortable and just feeling awkward about it. And you probably won't even get people to respond to you, or they're apt to say no. So just give them the door out. Just make them feel comfortable. Like, hey, it's no pressure, no worries. And I probably said that to every single one of you guys here on this call, because it's true. It's no pressure. Like, if it's not your thing, it's not your thing. But just wanted to offer that opportunity, or just see if you were interested. So I just wanted to give those couple of examples. And so there's assignments that we have to do. This was our assignment today. He went over that yesterday. We do a video every Monday. So it's an hour-long video, so there's so much more detail. But I thought those 2 nuggets were really helpful. We do have our daily tasks, and we are supposed to invite 10 or talk to 10 people a day. So he says message 2 people a day with that specific kind of invite, with that coaching opportunity invite that I just read through. And then, but that's after you've kind of been talking. That's after you've liked their page, you've liked a few photos. Like, make sure you do that first before you're just like, hey, you want to join my team? Because that's just awkward. Then you want to have just 8 conversations by thanking people for liking your health and fitness post or liking your coaching post. And you can even just copy and paste that, like, hey, thank you so much, blah, 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 you're on a health and fitness journey. I wrote them again here because, I just wanted to have it in front. But even if someone likes a coaching post, hey, thank you so much. Have you ever wondered what I do as a coach? And then you could start talking about it. So those are just good ways to get started with talking to people. It can really just help you get the ball rolling. And we can go over more scripts or more things to say. Like, if you kind of get stuck, if they're right back to you, like, oh, like, I don't know what to say, we can go over that too. But I felt like this was just a really great way to get the ball rolling, because I know so many people just kind of freeze. They stop before they start. They don't know where to start. They don't know what to say. They don't know how to ask. They feel really uncomfortable. We have a lot of new coaches on the team, and I felt like this is perfect. Like, I've been doing this for a little over a year now, and sometimes I don't know what to say, but if it does feel scary or weird to even to write that, think about your goals. Like, you got to reach out to people, because if you can't reach out to them, you'll never grow. You'll never grow as a person and kind of get over those fears, and you'll never grow your team. You've got to reach out to people. You have to be asking, and don't expect people to write back to you. Expect 1 out of every 10 people to actually write back or say yes. Actually, more people will typically write back to you, but usually only 1 out of 10 people will say yes. However, that one yes is so worth it. Even when those 9 people say no to you, or you just get crickets, that one person is that one person that could be your next diamond coach. That's that person. You could transform their lives. You can help them completely create financial freedom. You can help them transform their bodies and make them feel incredible. So that's why I've never met a single coach on our team that didn't say they wanted to help someone. We're all here to help people, and we have to offer that help. That's what we do. And we need to kind of, step it up and reach out to people. So anyway, it's kind of short tonight. I think we still have quite a bit of time left on the call, but I'm going to open it up for any questions. Or Jess, I know, not to put you on the spot or anything, but if you have any questions, or if you wanted to talk about scripts or whatever, I'm totally open to answering anything. Yeah.
No, I do have a question, because I'm really new with Instagram. And actually my Instagram is set to private. So I would probably need to make it public, right?
Absolutely.
Okay.
And your Facebook should be public too.
Yeah, Facebook is public. Instagram, I had just private, just because it was so new to me, and I still don't know what I'm doing.
Honestly, I don't either. No, I know a lot more about it now. I can tell you that if you want to go Instagram, definitely go public. The other thing is you want to use, so let's say you do your post, you want to use hashtags.
Right.
But you can use up to 30 hashtags per post. And he says if you're not using those 30 hashtags, it's a wasted post.
Oh, wow.
Which I'm like, I don't know. And so I'm still working on like hashtags that are good for me, but he advised to just do a few health and fitness hashtags, but the rest to be about things you like. Like you like, I don't know, let's just say I know that you went to Michael's craft store,
Right.
Stuff
Target.
like Target, Michael's, Amazon, the Clothes Mentor, like stuff like that, like all specific stuff to you, and you hashtag that stuff, you're going to attract other people like that. And then, so with that Instagress program I was mentioning, he said it's $10 a month. He's like, you actually do have to pay for it, but he's like, it's unbelievable what it can do for your business, because it'll actually go through and follow people that use the hashtags that you're looking for. You could put in all these hashtags that you want.
Mm-hmm.
And then it'll search for those people, and then it'll like that post for you, and then you can follow them, and then and then they'll follow you back. So you just start to get all these followers. And then if they don't follow you back, it actually runs right through again and then unfollows them again. That way you don't have to have like all these extra people that you're like, I don't even know who that is. I don't want to follow that person. It'll do all that for you.
Mm-hmm.
And this one coach that he's worked with, she's number 30 in the country. 30 in the country. Well, yeah, I guess 30 in the organization. She hit Success Club 94 1 month.
What?
You know, and she shares her journey constantly. She showed a video. She was on a video and she showed a screenshot. She shared a screen of all the stuff she does on Instagram. It's like constant transformation photos, constant. It's like every third or fourth post was her transformation story, or was just something about her, or just fitness and coaching. It was just all that. And she's like, I helped like over 40 people that month. And that's just, it's a business. You're just running it like a business. And I genuinely haven't really thought about it like that until recently, really, till I did this recruiting thing.
Mm-hmm.
When you think about it, $10 a month, I mean, for me personally, I'm making, you know, between $1,500 to $2,000 a month right now. So for me to take $10 and put that into my business, it's totally worth it.
Yeah, right.
I just need to watch the video again. I actually need to do it. It's a 3-day trial. So he said after those, so you should just do it for funsies here, for 3 days and see what you get. But you'll put in specific hashtags, but you're going to want to follow people who follow people of interest. So it could be a store. So let's say you want to follow people who like Target.
Mm-hmm.
You'll be able to follow those specific people, but you don't want to follow Beachbody coaches. You don't want to follow people who follow Beachbody coaches. You want to find your own people.
Right.
Because if they're following like Chalene Johnson or Shaun T, you're never going to help them because they're already a coach, or they're already, you know, into Beachbody, you know. So you want to reach out to people, find people that don't know about it, or not doing it, obviously. So again, okay, now that's totally all I know about it now. So I know that. So I'm gonna give that a shot and see what I do.
Yeah.
So just like blow you up with information. I'm sorry.
No, it's good. It's good, because sometimes you don't know what to write. So even hearing it, it's like, oh yeah, I can write it that way, or.
And he even gave he uploaded scripts specifically. I just don't know. I'm very torn with that's what he went over in the video, but then he just uploaded these scripts. But it's a lot of what I've already said. I just feel so bad because I don't know if we can share that. He's said something specifically, like certain videos we cannot share. That's something that's his thing. And I don't really want to go out and shoot off all his stuff for free to hurt his business. But that's the gist of it. But he does give some good documents on scripts and stuff that just make complete sense, and it just seems so carefree. And I never say, hey girl, I don't know, that's just not me.
Right.
Hey friend, hey dude. Yeah. I don't do hey girl. So everybody's different, but you just kind of write it your own specific way.
Mm-hmm.
That's your own way, but it's the same gist. You're just telling someone how you appreciate what they're doing, or that you like their page, or that post was so funny, or I really connected when you blah, 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 just actually creating that connection. and then going from there. But he also says, like, don't talk for like 9 months about their cat.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to do that. Just cut to the chase. You talk for, a couple of weeks. He said, don't go more than 2 weeks. It's like, you want to sign on coaches. You want to build your team. You want to keep doing things. So at 2 weeks, that's when you could say, hey, I don't know, this is totally weird. If this sounds like something you might want to do, but have you ever thought about what I do as a coach, or have you ever thought about working from home? I saw that you posted how you were really struggling to pay for daycare, something like that. But don't go more than 2 weeks, he said. So
yeah,
go more than 2 weeks. No.
Okay.
Gotta do a lot of tracking. Yeah.
Right.
So it is good. It's a lot of really amazing information. So hopefully this makes sense, because I sort of just jotted it down. Today was a little bit of a wild day, but I wanted to really get this out there so people could see it. So thank you so much for coming on.
Yeah, great. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay.
All right. So we'll keep it short and sweet. Well, no, it's actually 9:30, so we're right on target.
Awesome.
All right, Hot Tamale. Have a good one. And
okay, thanks.
I'll chat with you later.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay, let me figure it. Okay, bye. And let me end this thing.
Right.
Yeah.